Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. Please like and subscribe and don't forget to jab that notifications bell for all my latest uploads. Today I'm in Rotherham. I'm at Junior Witter's gym. I've got here Junior Witter, a former WBC light welterweight champion of the world. I'm going to have a chat with him today about his career and also about his business venture that he's going into, where he's going to be working in conjunction with a chap called Aaron, who is the mastermind behind Witter Custom Wear, and they're going to be doing custom boxing boots. So people have custom shorts, they have the custom gear, now the custom boots. They're going to be able to do it, and anything to your design they're going to be able to do. So Junior, thanks ever so much for your time today. I just want to have a little chat to you about your career. How did you get into boxing?
Simple. I had a friend who boxed. We were at school. He talks about how good he was, and I just went, "1 minute, you get to hit people and don't get in trouble." He went, "Yeah," and I went, "I want some of that." And then 11.
11, yeah.
They had the Bradford Championships that was starting a couple of weeks after, and he went, "Bradford Championships starting, you can go to that." I went along. No gym. I wasn't a member of any gym, because that's the stage for championships you didn't. Went along, 4 weeks training. Well, there was 6, but I did 4. So every Friday, every Friday for 4 weeks, and then the end of it, you could enter in the competition.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Wow.
So I had 4 training sessions, boxed in semi-final and stopped a kid.
Wow.
Then boxed in the final, lost in the final to a kid called Jason Joseph.
Yeah.
Who I boxed many times later on in the career. And that was it. That was how I started. I just went along because he mentioned it, and he didn't actually come to the championships, which was funny.
Right.
Boxing championships, and then went from that. Championships finished. I wasn't actually a member of any gym, so that was it. It was done. And then a few months later, I had another friend who went to Bradford Police Boys Club, which is a local youth club down the road from me. And he says, "Oh, they're doing it there." I went along, met my old trainer, the late Alec Allen, and just that was it. Snowballed from there, just kept going.
Yeah. And then how many amateur fights did you have?
120.
120?
Yeah.
Wow. And what was your record?
180.
Wow, that's
80 out of 120.
Yeah, fantastic.
With a couple of decisions that should have gone my way.
Yeah, of course.
As everybody thinks.
Of course, in amateur, of course. And then your pro career, you went pro in 1997, and your first fight was a draw?
It was a draw. Cameron Rayside. Interesting draw. Local kid. He was the Midlands area welterweight champion. I think he'd had 1-9, lost 1 on cuts. Boxing me in my debut. Went in 6-3s.
Yeah.
Beat him up, dropped him in the second round. Ref picked him up, didn't count it. Stayed on top of him basically throughout the fight. I'd give him the 5th round. I reckon I won everything else and got a draw.
So you didn't get put in with a journeyman to start you off nice and easy?
I was thrown in deep from day one.
Yeah.
And I had to fight my way through. I was always, if you look at the first half of my career, I was on the opponent's side.
Yeah.
I was nearly always supposed to lose.
Right.
But if you want to win, you want to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And then as you sort of started to rise up through the ranks, just having a look at your career, who was sort of the first opponent that you felt was like a real test?
The debut.
Yeah.
That was a test. There was a few. I think my 4th fight, I boxed a kid called Andres Panaya.
Yeah.
Who'd had 36, lost 4. I think it was something like 6 draws.
Right.
It lost to like 2 world champions, a European champion, a national champion. Beat him on points, 6-rounder. Not stopped him actually. A Premier Showman stoppage really, but it was a good stoppage.
Yeah.
And then next one I boxed, the real one that when I look back it really hits me, is Jan Bergman.
Right, okay.
Now Jan Bergman at the time had 36 fights, 35 wins, when he lost to Costa Zoo for the world title.
Yeah.
This was his warm-up for his world title. I took the fight at 2 days notice, and he'd had something like 27 knockouts.
Wow.
And I beat him on points over 6 rounds.
No easy road. No easy road. And then after that, obviously there was a vacant World Boxing Federation World Super Lightweight title against Malcolm Melvin.
Yeah, that was a nice fight. That fight was originally going to happen in January, and I trained for it, dieted for it. Christmas, New Year, alt parties, everything that were happening. Nope. Stay focused, stay on it.
Yeah.
And it got to the first week in January and he says, yeah, that fight's been put back a month. Well, that fight's actually been put back, it might not happen now. And then it happened in February.
Yeah.
I got in there, just felt right. I was kind of expected to win that one, but everybody thought it'd really test me. It'd be a tough, long fight.
Yeah.
And it'd be, if I want to stop it, it'd be late on. And I just went out and I just let the punches go and stopped him in the second round.
Yeah, yeah. And then the next one, sort of the biggest name to that point, Zab Judah.
Oh yes, 9 days notice.
Right.
Super Judah. He was realistically the pound for pound world champion. Everyone was scared to death of him. He was supposed to box somebody else, and that fight fell through. He offered the fight to just about everybody, including Ricky. Everybody else turned it down. And I just thought, it's a chance to box for a world title.
Yeah.
Realistically, I might never ever get the chance to box for a world title again, because that's reality of life.
Yeah.
So I jumped at it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Jumped in, and I went in and I proved a lot to myself in that fight more than anybody. And it showed me how good I actually was.
Yeah.
Close fight. I reckon I won the first half, lost the second half, probably by a slightly bigger margin in the first half. So yeah, it's fair enough that he kept it.
Yeah.
Plus he's the champion. You've got to beat the champion.
Yeah,
and you
of
should
course.
beat the champion.
Yeah.
And that was it. Then from that, everything just switched.
Yeah, yeah, because obviously you would have got a lot of confidence from that.
Oh yeah, the confidence went through the roof. I just changed certain things within my training. Started doing a bit more weights. The belief came through. I knew I could punch. I was a decent puncher in amateur.
Yeah.
I knew I could punch in the gym, and that just allowed me to bring that belief into the ring. And from then I had a run of 15 knockouts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then one of the early ones that I remember was Love More Nadu.
Yeah, Lovemore, very tough, very dangerous. Probably in his peak at that particular point. Went over, boxed him in LA, and it was a tough fight. He had a very unusual style. It was, it's coming from me, not as awkward as me in that respect, but he was very jagged in what he did. Very tough, not very basic boxing style. Very raw with power, good shots. I caught him, dropped him twice. I was the first person to drop him twice. I hurt him, broke my left knuckle in the second round.
Right.
When I dropped him. Carried on. He came back in the middle of the fight. Got to about round 10. I hit him with a beautiful left hook, stopped him in his tracks, slowed him down, and then after that I just managed to just stay on top of him for the rest of the fight.
And that was winning the Commonwealth title.
Yeah, I was defending the Commonwealth title.
Defending the Commonwealth. And then the EBU European against Kotelnik.
Yeah, easy enough fight. Kotelnik was very underrated. He's one of those opponents that you look at him and you think there's nothing special about him, but everything he does well.
Yeah.
There's no flair, there's no pizzazz. Yeah, but what he does is effective, and to work, he's got slightly longer arms than he looks.
Yeah.
Very good fighter. Went about it, did perform to my best ability, partly due to the fact he was that good.
Yeah.
Partly due to the fact that I think I just overtrained for it just that slightly. But I won it comfortably.
Yeah.
Close decision, but I won it.
And then Colin Lyons.
Colin Lyons, decent enough fighter, nothing. His fringe world title level. Was good enough to win a British title outright.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he became British champion, but he was good enough to win it outright. Unfortunately for him, he had to box me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it was DeMarcus Corley for the vacant WBC World Super Light title.
Yeah, the fight should have been Mayweather.
Right, okay.
I was number one for over a year.
Yeah.
They kept messing us about, not wanting to have the fight. And then Mick Hennessy was good in negotiations, and he still is good in negotiations and with the board, with like the WBC, with European body. That's where he really thrives. He kicked off with them. They decided, right, it has to happen within another 3 months. At the end of the 3 month, Mayweather said, "I'm moving up rather than box me."
Okay.
So he moved up. I boxed to Marcus Corley. And it was a really technical battle. Good fighter. I clipped him early. I think in about the third round, I clipped him. And after that, you could see him thinking, "I don't want any more of that power. It's too strong." If that had been, you can tell when someone can hit you, and you just think, "I don't want to get hit flush with that." And he wouldn't risk anything. And from that point on, it became a really hard match to land shots, to land bombs. Because he was a very good fighter. But went through it, won it comfortably on points, and I was very, very happy.
Well, the fight my favourite fight of yours was the Vivian Harris fight.
Yes.
Which Vivian Harris was a beast. People would have been avoiding Vivian Harris, and obviously you sort of took him out of there, didn't you?
Yeah. Vivian Harris was rated as the most dangerous fighter in the division and in welterweight division. Everybody was scared to death of him. He'd been world champion. He'd had his blip. He'd had his bad night when he lost his world title, but he'd come back. He was strong. He was focused. 6 foot, very, very big puncher. So he had 4 years. He was 4 years younger than me. 4 years, 4 inches on me in reach. 4 inches tall as well. So like, he had everything. And I went out there and I just went, "It's my time. It's my title. You are not taking it." And I performed.
Absolutely. And then the next fight after that was obviously Timothy Bradley Jr., which before that fight, most people in the UK, we hadn't even heard of him. Obviously, he went on to do great things. But in that fight...
it's a fight on looking back on it, I shouldn't have taken, because mentally I wasn't there. I had some personal problems at the time. My head wasn't on the game. My dad started his cancer treatment like on the Thursday before the fight, and that's where my focus was. And it'd been that way for a few months. It wasn't on the game as it should have been, and because the fight was in England, it actually made it worse. I'd have probably been better off in America, but I had to take the fight. I couldn't get out of it. Couldn't delay it anymore. So I boxed average for me. It was a split decision. I thought I'd just enough to win it, or maybe a draw. It just went his way, and he went from strength to strength. And he can't knock what he's done.
Absolutely. Well, that just shows the standard that you was at that point. Of course, obviously, Ricky Hatton was always mentioned, the fight between you and Ricky Hatton. Why didn't that happen?
Ricky didn't want it.
Really?
It's that simple. Coming through when we were younger, early days, Frank Warren didn't want the fight, and then from Frank Warren not wanting it, then his team kind of like, the rest of his team didn't want the fight, even though at that point Ricky did. I admit that, he definitely did. Got older, the fight could have been done, and it was his choice, and he just used every excuse going not to make the fight happen.
Because that would have been an absolutely great fight, of course. And people must ask you about that all the time.
They do, and it's just one of those things that it's life. You can't get everything you want. The public, in some respects, were robbed of a brilliant fight, a brilliant night's entertainment, because it would have been. Now Ricky's a good fighter.
Absolutely.
But I know I had enough to beat him. His styles, abilities, right? And he decided that it was a fight he didn't want. So he being in that position, which he had, which he was, the fight didn't happen.
And after the Timothy Bradley fight, looking after those fights you went through, and obviously on your record, like obviously Frankie Gavin sort of stands out as another top name on there. What about that fight?
The Frankie Gavin fight, it's a fight I didn't perform at all. Frankie was decent boxer, but he wasn't on my level. People say you were on the flip side, you're on downhill spiral, and I went to an extent. Definitely was. It wasn't like I boxed with Harris, but I was still good enough to beat him.
Yeah.
It was just that I went out on the night and I hadn't been training right. I had some personal problems in my life, and I wasn't there,
Right.
mentally or physically.
Yeah.
And I went in and I boxed, and it was kind of too easy. He's a type of fighter. I needed something to get me up, to worry me about him, and I wasn't particularly worried about him,
Right.
which
okay.
was a negative for me,
Yeah.
because I didn't think he had the power to hurt me. I didn't think he had the technical ability to outbox me, because my range was a lot better than his.
Yeah.
He wasn't aggressive enough to worry me, and basically I wasn't worried, and I just coasted through it, and didn't do enough.
Yeah.
He picked up the win, which was fair enough, because on the night he performed better. He performed better. He deserved the win.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else to it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, overall, what a glittering career that you had. Between 1997 and 2015, 53 fights, 43 wins, 23 of those by KO, 8 losses and 2 draws. All that having drew your first fight. I mean, it was a fantastic, fantastic career. We've got obviously 2 Lonsdale belts, 1 outright that you won, Commonwealth, European, WBU, because Ricky Hatton had WBU.
Yeah,
at one station,
WBU, so yeah.
And then obviously the WBC, which is the green Premier belt that everybody wants to get their hands on, and you held it. It was absolutely amazing. We touched on Ricky Hatton, and also the fact that there was a time when Floyd Mayweather moved out the division to not fight you. So what about after boxing, life after boxing, how's that been?
Right now, I'm happy. It's going well. I've got my own gym here, in Rotherham, Witter's Boxing Club. And then on top of that, I've got a few little business ventures going on as well. And I'm a pro trainer. I'm going to be a pro manager. So I'm still well involved in boxing.
Yeah.
I've got Witter's Order Hitter. So that's a spray we spray like for gloves, for boots,
Okay.
for shoes. Any of your boxing equipment that you can't wash the same.
Yeah.
You spray this on it and it neutralises the smell.
Right. Okay.
So it's not just like it just masks the
Yeah,
smell.
yeah, it gets rid of
No, it gets rid of the smell, and it's really good.
Yeah, and I'll put some links into the video description about that as well, because you know there's nothing worse than sort of gear that's smelling, whether it be boots or gloves or whatever. So people are always looking for ways to keep their kit clean.
Yeah, all boxers get it. You come home, they're trained, your gloves stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fact of training. You spray that, you can put them on, then you can dry them, and it doesn't smell out the conservatory,
Yeah.
the box room, wherever you want to store them.
Yeah, and then obviously you've got the custom boots that you're going to get into as well, which I know that you've already done some pairs. Billy Joe Saunders wore a pair of the custom boots in the YouTube sort of build that's happened just recently, and they looked absolutely superb. And I've seen some of the other designs that we've done.
We've done a few. We've done Dave Allen, Ritson.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of. We've got Dominic Hunt. We've done his. Maxie Hughes. We've done his. So there's a few boxes coming through that we've done.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with the product. Me and my business partner, when we started it, we says we don't want to just do something and just put a name to it. That's rubbish. It's got to be quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're spending time getting it done right and making it look right. Yeah,
fantastic. And that's not only going to be for professional boxers, it's going to be for anybody that wants to have their boots customised.
Professionals, amateurs, white collars. If you want a pair of boxing boots, you want a pair of gloves done.
Yeah.
You won't be able to fight in them professionally, but you want a pair of gloves done, you want your head guard done, you want your protector done.
Oh, fantastic.
We can do anything like that as well.
The whole piece, that's great. On the equipment, with your career, did you have a certain type of glove that you liked to train in?
For training, it varied over time. I love winnings for sparring. I thought winnings were really good for sparring. I liked them.
Yeah.
They were probably my favourite. For actual fighting in the ring, rays.
Yeah.
I love my rays. I always insist on boxing in rays.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about like bag work? Winning again, or?
Winning, yeah, definitely winning. I wasn't as fussy with that. I had a few of them, 20 odd years.
Yeah, of course.
So it varied over years, but when I got into my winnings, definitely.
And what about your own boots? Did you have a make a boot that you preferred?
It varied. There was a time I wore Asics boots, Adidas, Ringside, I had a pair of ringside boots that I really liked. I think this was the ringside, the American company at the time.
Yes.
So I had a pair of them I used to wear. And what I'd do was I'd wear it and I'd find a boot and I'd try it and I'd feel it. And it'd have to be right for, I'd have to train in it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not okay, it's not just how it looks, it's how it feels.
Yeah.
And the way comfort, the support everyone needs. Everyone's slightly different.
Yeah.
Found a good one that and just wore that until it was done and then went and tried and get another.
Yeah, absolutely. What about when you sparring? What sort of headguard did you wear?
Preferably none.
Preferably none, yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of body sparring.
Yes.
So it wasn't as important.
Yeah.
But I just liked an open face headguard. I wasn't over fussed on that. Can't stand the bar. Can't sparring bars. Don't like them.
Yeah.
Cheek pads aren't too bad as long as they're not really bulky.
Yes.
So for me, it's a case of as much vision as I can.
Yeah.
Because I need to see. Because the way I box, especially with my defence,
Yes, absolutely.
it's very much. I need to see everything that's coming.
Yeah.
And I find the bar very restrictive on vision.
Yeah.
The pads can be as well. So I was providing an open face one.
Yeah, fantastic. Groin guard?
I had ringside.
Inside.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I didn't like to say, right, I've got to, everything's got to be winnings.
Yeah.
I was like, I like the fit on that one. I'm wearing this one, and stick with that. And I kept it for years. So, especially with my protector, I didn't change it. So there was no need to. When winnings came out and they were slightly better, or someone were on about grants, and I just went, I'm happy with what I've got.
Yeah.
Until I've got a problem with what I've got, I've no need to change.
Yeah. And with your fight gloves, the Reyes fight gloves, what was it about the Reyes fight gloves that you liked?
I liked puncher's gloves.
Yeah.
I could punch in them. It wasn't a glove I'd wear all the time for bags or anything like that, but for fights, I just liked them.
For the damage?
It just felt, they just moulded to my hand very well, and I just thought,
Okay. And just to finish off, let's just quick fire really. Best boxer that you fought?
Best boxer? Probably Beaver Harris. Yeah, Beaver Harris. I think that night he'd have beat anybody in the world except me.
Yeah.
I think that night he would have beat Mayweather. I think it's all about styles as well. And I just think he had the range to do that. So yeah, Beaver Harris.
Yeah. Hardest puncher?
Jan Bergman.
Right.
Yeah. Very big puncher.
Yeah.
There's a few that could fall into that. Beaver Harris is a devastating puncher.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at Lovemore and Do, he was forceful with everything he did. He wasn't power, but he was forceful with every punch, and he physically moved you.
Yeah, fantastic. Fastest hands?
Probably Alexander. Devin Alexander, he had fast hands.
Yeah. We missed out Devin Alexander.
Yes, you did.
Tell me about Devin.
Devin, very good technical boxer. I don't think he had the power that he needed.
Yeah.
Not much as he believed anyway. And I just thought with that fight, I did my elbows. I'd not made the weight for a couple of months. Well, I think about 20 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Since the Bradley fight, Devon fight, I didn't make the weight in between. I boxed in between at welterweight. Yeah. And I think within that time, I spent way too long, too heavy.
Yeah. How heavy would you go?
11 stone for me. I think I went up to 11.6 for that.
Yeah.
Between 11 and 11 half stone I went to. But I went up there and stayed there too long. Yeah. So when I came down, and the last 4 pounds absolutely wiped me out. Yeah. And then I boxed him in Palm Springs, and I think we just flying to America when I did. He just took it out of me, and I got in the ring, and I think in round 2, one elbow, my left elbow went. Yeah. Round 4, the other elbow went, and I'm stood there giving it. I can't throw a straight punch. Yeah. I can throw a hook, and I can throw a hook with power. Yeah. But if I went like that, if I went past that, you get that shooting pain. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna go. So I wasn't able to match him on the boxing side. But I think if that hadn't happened, would have been able to outbox him. Yeah. But it didn't. The weight took it out of me. Yeah. He went through. He won it. That's it.
Best chin?
Oh, Best chin. See, that varies. It all depends on how you catch him.
Somebody who you hit and you thought he's not going to go.
Bradley.
Yeah.
Bradley's chin was really good. But on the same night, I didn't hit him with nowhere near as many as I did Vivian Harris.
Yeah.
So if I'd caught him with the same punches, I think he would have gone as well.
Yeah, yeah. Hardest fight?
Vivian Harris, probably. That was hard on different levels. Because coming up to that fight, I did my knee in.
Right.
I was playing football at Wembley.
Like a
charity game.
Yeah.
Had to get that in. Wembley, innit? Yeah. And I twisted my knee. And what I did down the left side is I frayed my tendon.
Right.
So for 2 days I couldn't walk. 6 weeks before the fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm having physio every other day for 2-3 weeks till it gradually got better.
Yeah.
So mentally that was really hard to deal with because I wasn't able to train the way I wanted to, but I still had to be fit. And basically I was fit. I was in the best shape I've ever been in, and I performed. So mentally that was a really tough fight. Physically it was a tough fight. I hit him, I hurt him. He come back and he hit me, and I felt him, and I just thought, right, he's having some more back. And I got on top, and it was whatever it was my best fight.
And what about most satisfying fight?
Definitely winning WBC.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Dude.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah. But saying that, winning the British title was extremely. That's doing much difference in the two. I think the real difference between them two is the fact that the goal of my boxing basically was to win the world title.
Yes.
So that's the only thing that really just tips it over the edge.
Yeah.
But winning that Lonsdale belt,
yeah, absolutely,
that was special.
Yeah, yeah. It's a special belt, isn't it?
It's a special belt. It means a lot, that one down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, absolutely fabulous career. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to chat to me. Also, I know my viewers would really, really appreciate it. So, thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
Junior Witter, absolutely fantastic guy and a fantastic boxer. So, hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.